Hi, everybody. Good evening. How are you doing today? My name is Olubodo Michael, and I am representing our Q. Yeah. Basically, we are talking about. I am talking about waste management in Lagos State, precisely Lagos State, Nigeria. Waste management in Lagos State is a major concern for everybody because it is getting out of hand. I don't have to lie about that. Waste management in Lagos State is getting out of hand now. Take a look at this picture here. This is a typical illustration of most of the areas in Lagos State currently. Most of the areas, whenever it rains, is always flooded. Why? Because people are disposing waste improperly, blocking the drainage system and everywhere. You can see how the environment is thereby causing pollution, environmental degradation, health hazards, and a lot more that this is causing to the society. Now, take another look of another picture here. This is another picture of improper disposal of waste in Lagos State, Nigeria. Thank you. So let me quickly walk you down our project. Welcome aboard. Our project is majorly on technical approach to waste management in Lagos State. Technical approach, technological approach to waste management in Lagos State. Now we have our group members. We have Miriam Adekunle, I have Folashayo Adegbola, I have Abiba Busari, I have Obasonya Olalekon, I have Olaumi Emmanuel, and finally myself, the presenter, Olubodun Michael. Now, the problem statement here is that waste management is a major concern in Lagos State. Why? Because Lagos State is the largest city in Africa when it comes to population. Lagos State is very, very populated. It is the largest city in Africa. So imagine the amount of waste that will be generated every day. It is going to be tremendous. So we have a large amount of waste generated in Lagos State. And now, with an inefficient waste management system, now imagine how waste is in Lagos State. The system is terrible. Why? Because we do not have an efficient waste management in Lagos State. Now we have inefficient waste management practice contribute to pollution. Yes, I talked about that earlier. Contribute to pollution, release of toxic substance, not only affecting human, it's going to affect animals, even on the land, in the water, and every other sector. Yes, we have environmental degradation. We have and health hazards. The need solution to protect the ecosystem and improve the quality of life. That is what we are majoring on in this project. We need to improve the quality of life. We need to make sure that our ecosystem is safe. We need to make sure that every environment, every sector of the environment is safe from pollution, environmental degradation, and health hazards. Okay, now, so we move further. We conducted an interview for inhabitants in Lagos State, and we picked Ikorodu Southwest as one of the major sampled population. Then we met with Mrs. Olubumi Lawal. She's 32 years and she's an environmental management activist. All right. Okay, Miss Lawal is a passionate environmental activist who is actively involved in waste management and recycling initiatives in Lagos. Yes, she holds a degree in environmental science and has been advocating for sustainable practices in our community for several years. Lawal is tech savvy and regularly uses mobile apps to support environmental effort. Now, what are our goals and motivation? Basically, Mrs. Olubumi Lawal is one of those we interviewed, and we see her as one of the persons we can actually refer to as our user persona. So now, goals and motivation. Number one, to promote recycling and waste reduction in Lagos State. Yes, we need to do that. As the largest city in Africa, generating tremendous amount of waste every day, we need to promote recycling. By recycling, that means we are going to be reusing the waste in another form. Right? Instead of we depositing waste on the street and making it affect people, we have recyclers collect them and remake them into something meaningful, something beautiful, something that can be reused. So the procedure is disposition, right? Recycle, right? And reuse. As simple as that. So that is the first goal we are talking about here. Secondly, to encourage the community to engage and participate in sustainable practice. Yes, we are going to be encouraging the community to engage in this practice of waste disposing our waste responsibly and having them recycled and reused in the community. Then, lastly, we have to create awareness about the importance of proper waste management. So we're going to be doing that as well. That's one of our goals, to create awareness. So, user journey here. We talk about Mrs. Jennifer. She's a very busy person, and when she got to hear about our application, then she got to like, okay, fine, I'm a very busy person, I have tight schedules, but we're going to be having in-app notification. That is one of the features of our app we're trying to build. We're going to be having in-app notification that will allow you to get prompt updates about when we are coming to collect your waste. As a matter of fact, you will be the one to post an order for disposition. Right? So Miss Jennifer here has the chance to post an order for disposition, and from the recyclers pick it up, notifying her about when the waste will be picked up. And before the day or prior to the day of collection, she would have been notified severally and on the day of collection. So she will be able to prepare ahead for collection of waste. And you can see it's as seamless as anything. Very seamless and a wonderful experience we are imagining in the future. Yeah. So we have looked at this chart here. This chart tells us about the things we are lacking in the waste sector. In the waste management sector, these are the things we are lacking. Now, look at this. We have the waste accessibility. It's 8%. Accessibility to waste management system, we have 8%. That is people, we have just less amount of people, less number of people who can access waste management system in Lagos State. Now, look at the waste deposit sites. We have 12%, that means we do not have enough waste deposit sites in Lagos State. So we need to create more of this. We have inadequate workers. Yes, we don't have enough workers in the waste department. Then we have inadequate vehicles. Yes, we do not have enough vehicles going around to collect. That is why we're bringing in more recyclers into this space to make sure that waste are collected very, very effectively. We have lack of proper maintenance. We have inadequate fund. Take a look at Lagos State. Lagos is a very large city with about 13,000 tons of waste generated daily, every day. Every day in Lagos State, we generate 13,000 tons of waste. Imagine what that is. And would you believe if I told you that only 7,000 tons of this waste are being collected by depositors, meaning that we have 8,000 tons of waste roaming around on the street, flooding the streets. In this case, it is dangerous, meaning that we are not even collecting up to 50% of daily waste in Nigeria here. That is something we shouldn't be talking about. We need a very effective means to make sure that these things are covered. Now look at the statistics here. So we do not have efficient waste management system in Lagos State, right? So meaning that only 7,000 tons of waste are being collected every day and recycled. We need to work on this. Now we go to the statistics. Look at the municipal solid waste we generate. Now in the year 2017, we generate about 268.7 million. 268.7 million tons of waste were generated in the year 2017. Now, look at the year 2018. Where am I driving at? In the year 2018, we have 292.4 million tons of waste generated in the year 2018. Meaning that as the year goes by, we have an increase in waste generation in Lagos State. That is alarming. That is alarming. And we need to create an effective means to manage this waste. We need to create an effective means to make sure that everything is under control. Otherwise, we are going to be putting everything, both animals, human beings, to serious health hazards, to serious danger. Economically, there will be degradation. So in this case, these statistics are very huge. In the year 2017, 268.7 million tons of waste. And in 2018, we have 292.4 million tons of waste. That is a huge amount of waste generated yearly. Then this has to be covered. Now take a look at the recycling statistics. Recycling statistics for the year 2018, only 69 million tons of waste were recycled out of 292.4 million tons. Only 69 million. Now imagine that we have over 200 million tons of waste that were not recycled, roaming around on the street, blocking the drainage system, causing environmental hazard, degradation, and health hazards to both human, animal, and even our livestock. So this has to be worked on. Now, what are the solutions we have proposed? We have proposed a solution, and that is we're going to be building an application that will serve as a bridge between the depositors and the recyclers. So that is, the recyclers can connect to the depositors can go on the app, upload that they have waste to dispose, the recyclers will get over to them, then collect the waste, ensure they recycle it, and bring it back to the society for use. That's beautiful. And another factor about this is a win-win situation for both the recyclers and the depositors. Why? In the sense that our depositors are going to be incentivized due to the amount of waste they are depositing. This is going to make them more involved in this economical sanitation. This will make them get more involved in this economical sanitation. They are going to get incentivized for the waste they are disposing. So I will choose the solution of a mobile application because it addresses several key aspects of the waste management process by offering reward for each recycled item. Yes, the mobile application provides a tangible incentive for individuals who actively participate in waste management and recycling efforts. There is going to be incentive for everything you're doing in this waste system, management system. Now, by connecting waste collectors and recyclers through a mobile application, the solution promotes efficient waste management practice. Waste collectors can quickly identify collection opportunities and schedule their routes, right, accordingly, leading to optimized waste collection process. Then, lastly, it is likely to be effective because it has the potential to engage and motivate both waste collector and recycler, leading to increased participation, improved waste management practice, and positive impact on the environment. Welcome to our world. Now, this is a display of how our application is going to look like. We're going to be having an application that will be linking both the recycler and the depositors, where the depositor can upload, you can see an upload of whatever they want to deposit, and the recycler can see and take down their gauge along to weigh it. So they can be aside appropriate incentive for the waste they are disposing. Now look at our homepage, beautiful. Yeah, I love this. As a new user, you're going to be signing up. As an existing user, you're going to be logging in. Then you see all the pages here. So we're going to be having lots of pages on the hub, from the security checks to you uploading to navigation either on Waze or on Google Maps and all of that to ensure that seamless experience for both parties, the depositors and the recycler. We move to the next one. The pain points. What are the pain points here? Number one, the lack of adequate infrastructure for recycling. Yes, there is inadequate infrastructure for recycling, so we're going to be working on bringing in more recyclers into the space. Into our application, we're going to be working on bringing in more recyclers. So we'll be having 69 million tons of waste recycled every year, where we have 292 million tons of waste deposited in that year. That is a very poor statistic. So we're going to be improving this by bringing in more recyclers. So one of the pain points here is the lack of inadequate infrastructure for recycling various materials, which include paper, plastic, rubbers, aluminum, metals, and all of that. Now we go to the next one. The government waste management has no effective means of communication to disposals. So we're going to be working on it. Our application has an in-app notification that notifies you of every of our movement on when we are coming to collect the waste and every other thing you need to know about. We're coming around to collect your waste. So in this case, one of the pain points here, there is no effective communication between the Lagos State Waste Management. That is, we do not have a link where the depositors get to know when they'll be collecting their waste, when the waste management will be coming to get their waste. So there is no link, there is no communication, there is no agreement. So in this case, there won't be effective disposition of waste. A lot of people would have gone to work, a lot of people would have gone by their normal daily means to feed themselves, while when the waste management come around to get their waste. So in this case, we're going to be having a less effective waste management system. And lastly here, we have limited option for redeeming points. And from recycling items can be significant pain point for recyclers using waste management. And what are the recommendations here? From their pain points, we can evaluate the feasibility of offering free disposal option for specific waste type, or implementing occasional promotional periods with free disposal. What we are going to be working on is we're going to be looking at some type of waste. We're going to be considering if we can offer free disposal options Yeah, for specific type of waste. Yes, for specific type of waste. We're going to be checking if okay, if we can offer free here, and we're not going to charge them. But basically, we do not even want to charge our depositors. Why? Because they are doing the environment a lot of good. They are even going to be incentivized for depositing their waste. Yes, that is what we're working on. All right, we move to the next one. Consider implementing a waste assessment feature where users can estimate their waste volume, yes, and points beforehand, allowing them to convert their points into cash. So we're going to be implementing a waste assessment feature, yes, where their waste can be weighed, and after getting weighed, they will be assigned adequate value according to the weight of the waste deposited. Yeah, we're going to be working on this as well. So funding, yes, a very big part of this is funding. Like you checked the other time, inadequate funding, we have 28%. This department is not well funded, and we are going to be working on funding by what scaling and market expansion. We're going to scale and expand the market, research and development, technology upgrades, partnership and collaborations. We're going to be having a whole lot of partnership and collaboration with people, ensure that our technology is being upgraded with time to time. We're going to use advanced technologies. We're going to expand our solution to new regions and communities, targeting areas with high waste generation. So we're going to be exploring a whole lot of things. We're going to be doing a whole lot of work to make sure that our environment is safe for everybody. So now we have research and development. We are going to allocate resources towards extensive research and development to continually improve the functionality, user experience, and feature of the mobile application. Yes, we're going to do a whole lot of work on that as well. Then we're going to be having our educational initiative. We're going to be developing educational programs and awareness campaigns to promote waste reduction, recycling, and sustainable practices. Then we have why waste management. Why? Why waste management? We're talking on waste management. Why? Because this is one of the factors that is posing a greater threat to humanity, that is posing a greater threat to our economy. Yes, we have to tackle waste. We have to manage waste. Why? Because it is causing pollution to our lives. It is causing pollution in our environment and making we lose our livestock, making we lose even people around us, making our environment inconducive for us to live. Now, the problem of waste management and recycling in Lagos State is of major concern because it directly affects the environment. Yes, directly affects public health and the well-being of the city residents. Yeah, inefficient waste management practice contribute to pollution, environmental degradation, and a whole lot of things. So this has to be very well tackled. Now, the problem, as earlier said, we are going to be creating a platform that actively incentivizes and reward recycling behavior. Yes, this has to be incentivized and rewarded. Everyone involved in this exercise will be incentivized and rewarded accordingly. Yeah, the mobile application helps to foster a sense of environmental responsibility among users. The points and cash rewards serve as tangible benefits and reinforce positive recycling habits. Yeah, so over time, this can lead to significant shift in behavior where recycling becomes a regular practice for individual. Gradually, people will get used to the system. People will get used to it and will love it so much and will always want to dispose their waste. This is a system we are introducing into the space. Yes, it is a technological advanced system we are introducing, and it is lovely, very, very lovely. Yeah, so with this, our environment will be safe and we will be able to live as very good people living so long. Our livestock, our animals will be safe economically. We will be living so well. We won't have health hazards and a lot more. Thank you very much and have a good day.